Hello everybody, Zeph here with Zeph's Trading. Hope you guys are doing well today, March 22nd, 2024. Feeling a bit better. So we're going to do our daily chart review and then the 2000 tick chart. Pretty choppy day. There's a few decent trades in there, but overall pretty bad. No trades for me today, as I just didn't see anything that seemed to be worth taking, as I didn't like the risk parameters and or the profit target always looked a little short of my 2 points. That being said, still going to mark it up and go over the ones that I think were at least pretty darn decent. But today, you probably just could have taken off and waited till next week. And hopefully price action was better than that. I'm pretty surprised with the day because yesterday's bar closed on its 1/3, and it broke below that low of yesterday at 52.93.50. And so I thought we were going to get at least a little bit more down, somewhere around 52.50, but just no follow through with it. So unfortunately, that's just how it was. But for coming Monday, we'll see how this opens up, whether it breaks the high or the low of Friday's bar here. And that's kind of just what it looks like for the daily chart. So now let's jump over to the 2000 tick chart. Okay, this is what the 2000 tick chart looks like for today. As you can see, just a major trading range from the highs to the lows to the highs to the lows, with some very big trends up, and then kind of just channels. So basically spike and channel, or very congested moves all around. Okay, so let's jump right into it. As you can see, pre-market had a big sell-off, but really no follow through here as it hit yesterday's low, found support, and came right back up around 8:30. And you can draw your trend lines like this. You got to break new high if you want. Once market opened, this is where the first trade comes in. I thought this was not too bad of a trade at all. Unfortunately, you're only looking at, without this trading range established already with your channel, but you could basically just see a double top here. So without hindsight at all, as you can see, we have support at the midline here, so you clearly can see a double bottom, and then you're looking for a double top. And then you have a first entry long, pulls back a second entry long, and this is below EMA, and there's too much risk here, so the only reason I didn't mark this one up, as you already do have a break in new high. This double bottom isn't too bad or anything like that, but if you took this, this might be argument to be a black arrow, but nonetheless, I'm not going to mark it at all. I don't like this. I think it's too congested. And especially with this outside bar closing on its low, you don't know that it's just going to completely reverse and go high. So that's when our real first decent trade comes in. You count it from your bottom. You have a first entry, pulls back, and you have a second entry short here. As you can see, plenty of room back down to the EMA, and you have a nice double top as well. And then you have your move up, break new high as well with this. So overall, I think this is a pretty decent trade, especially for being only 10 minutes into the market open. I wish this did tick a little higher and then turn down, but nonetheless, it's still a pretty decent signal bar with the double matching top. And one tick below that, go for at least 8 ticks. Definitely reasonable here, and you get that. And surprisingly enough, you do get a really good runner on this, but you have no idea that this is just going to sell right off. Then after that happens, you kind of have this megaphone pattern as well, as you can see, which it starts constructing. You get a break, new low, right back down to our previous day's low. Then you get what it turns into, not too bad, but just a uptrend, break, new high. Nowhere to get in here after this. Then you finally get a pretty decent downtrend, bearish channel. And so when you draw on this, you have your 1, 2, 3 data points here when you're looking at it without hindsight. So 1, 2, 3. Then you can draw your trend channel. And you have a first entry, second entry long, and it fails. You can count this a few ways, or what I like to count as the context of this is you have 1, 2, 3 data points finally established, and then you have a hidden second entry short. Kind of advanced setup, but you're at 2 key entry points here and hidden second entry short, and your risk parameter is pretty decent with a 2-point stop above that bar for sure, and plenty of room back down to the lows as well for getting 2 points. This one led to, yeah, you would have got a runner on this one, as long as you trailed it properly, which is pretty decent. And then some of these might have been, you can make an argument for, should you go short on this one? Should you go short on this one with such a strong bearish channel down? There might be an argument to be made there. You really got to know what you're doing with that particular instance of having this bearish channel. So nonetheless, it goes all the way back down, and we finally find support here at about 52.90. Yeah, 52.90. At previous day's low, basically just this whole range around here. Whoops. And then we get a nice upward move. You get a nice spike in channel. Then you get this one. This one's pretty an aggressive trade here, but we'll go over it real quick. You get a first entry, second entry short, nowhere to get in here. Then you get this kind of matching double bottom, so then you can reset the count. So first entry pulls back, and this bar is actually your quote-unquote signal bar. Then this bar comes up and it fails, and then once you see it go up and the bulls are no longer in control with this spike in this channel here, this bullish channel, then you realize you're at the top and you have an outside bar closing on this low. I think this is pretty good for at least 4 ticks if you do want to take this 4 to 6 ticks. You're going right into the EMA and basically support down here, so you don't know you're going to get all the way almost back down to the previous day's low at this red line. Again, very aggressive trade. I just wanted to mark it. As you can see, the power of an outside bar. That's kind of the point of just showing you that and the context of first entry, second entry short. It goes up. This nice big bullish bar goes up, ticks, and then slams back down. You know that their momentum is going to be at least down to the downside, and you can take advantage of that. Then you get a nice first entry, second entry long. I don't like the signal bar at all. It's not green. So I'm going to pass on that one. And then it just gets super congested across the board here. We start to get a move down, start making lower lows. Then we get a nice first entry, pulls back, second entry short. This is a pretty decent trade right here. Great signal bar. This is probably the trade of the day. Clear resistance at the top here. It is quite congested, but nonetheless, I still like the context of it. And this is just such a great signal bar. And you could even put a limit order if you want. It was definitely type of limit order type of day if you could get a few ticks back after a tick through. Then then it basically just goes back down to 52.90. Huge, big, bullish bar, straight reversal. Then you get a spike in channel. Then you get this, spike in channel. It breaks, new high, comes right back up to our resistance zone here, right where we had our first trade of the day, basically at 940 with that second entry short. Goes up a little bit, comes and then slams back down. Then quite a few people probably got confused with this first entry, second entry long. You can't take the second entry long here, as it's not within context of the pattern. You already have a spike, channel, break, new high. So the actual two-legged move is already basically done with this, and you're at the top of the trading range. So trying to get 2 or more points with this and expecting a new high with the two-legged move already being done is not in the rules. So sure enough, you get caught in this. They trap all the traders, sells off. Then you get a 1, 2, 3. Now this triple test is definitely pretty decent with this signal bar. As it trapped the traders, came down, they covered they got stopped out, comes down and then reverses back up, then just makes a 1, 2, 3 triple test. I was thinking of going short on this particular bar here. I was thinking about marking it. It's a pretty bearish bar, but nonetheless, I wish it was a red closing bar. Then I would have been a 1, 2, 3 triple test, or you could even, then you'd have a triple test. So if the bar was better, then that would have been a nice trade there. But nonetheless, you do have this triple test. I wish it did come back down to at least 50, like right where this line is, but close is close enough most of the time with this, and that's a great signal bar, so pretty decent triple test. Then it just kind of chops around here, breaks out of this trading range, sells off. Then you get a nice first entry, second entry long. Again, all of these trades are just very iffy to me. It's not exactly at the support here. You do have pretty good context as the break, new low, and then you do have a confirmation after this to add to a winner if you want with this higher low. And again, this is probably very high probability of trades. So first entry, second entry long, you're at the major support here. We know how much its support is down here with multiple data points being tested. Then it leads to this nice runner, goes all the way back up about to the midline of our initial trading range, as you can see across the board there. And that's when it kind of just goes into the rest of this downtrend. And again, just nice V patterns, just move ups, moves downs, and nothing really to be able to get in. You do get this failed second entry long. You have a first entry, second entry long, double matching bar high, and then you could probably enter 1 tick below to at least move back down to here. which it does. And so that's an aggressive trade, but you are looking for a new low with that. And that's kind of just how I saw the day. Again, nothing really good. Maybe the second entry short, but it was too congested. I really like this second entry short in the beginning of the day, and then I like the second entry. I like the higher low here to confirm the second entry long right here. So at least move back up to the EMA. So those are kind of the trades that I saw today. Nothing that was really all that good. So I'm probably just gonna wait till Monday, and we'll do it like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this chart review, and if you have any questions or comments, shoot me an email, and you can always check out and get the free indicators from my website below. So see you guys Monday.